Imagine opening a small safe and seeing a collection of gemstones so vibrant that it looks like a rainbow made of crystal. Deep ocean blues, glowing pinks, fiery oranges, and golden yellows all sparkling under the light. Now imagine that those stones together are worth $1 million. That's the incredible world of sapphires, one of the most colorful and valuable gemstones on Earth. When most people hear the word sapphire, they instantly think of a deep royal blue gem sitting in a luxurious ring, but the truth is far more fascinating. Sapphires are actually one of the most diverse gemstones in the entire mineral world. They appear in nearly every color imaginable, and some of these colors are so rare that collectors are willing to pay hundreds of thousands, sometimes even millions of dollars to own them. Today we're exploring what a $1 million sapphire collection really looks like, why these stones can be so incredibly valuable, and the secrets behind the most colorful gemstone on the planet. Let's start with the basics. Sapphires belong to a mineral family called corundum, one of the hardest natural materials on Earth. In fact, corundum ranks 9 on the Mohs hardness scale, just one level below diamonds. That means sapphires are extremely durable, resistant to scratches, and perfect for jewelry that lasts for generations. But what makes sapphires truly special isn't just their hardness, it's their color. Pure corundum is actually colorless. The stunning colors we see in sapphires come from tiny trace elements that mix into the crystal structure. While the gem forms deep within the earth, different elements create different colors. Iron and titanium create the famous deep blue sapphire. Chromium can create beautiful pink or red tones. Iron alone can produce yellow or green sapphires. And when the right combination of elements comes together under the perfect geological conditions, something extraordinary happens, a gemstone with a color so rare that collectors around the world compete to own it. In a $1 million sapphire collection, you would almost certainly find the legendary Padparadscha sapphire. This sapphire is one of the rarest gemstones on Earth. Its color is an unusual blend of pink and orange, often compared to a tropical sunset or the delicate petals of a lotus flower. In fact, the name Padparadscha comes from the Sinhalese word for lotus blossom. These gems are incredibly rare, and fine examples can sell for tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars per carat. A single perfect Padparadscha sapphire could easily be worth more than an entire collection of ordinary gemstones. But color alone doesn't determine value. Gemologists evaluate sapphires based on 4 major factors: color, clarity, cut, and carat weight. These are often called the 4 C's, similar to how diamonds are graded. Color is the most important factor. The most valuable sapphires usually have vivid, saturated colors that are rich but not too dark. A sapphire that looks bright and alive under light will always command a higher price than one that appears dull or overly dark. Clarity also plays a major role. Most sapphires contain tiny internal inclusions, which are natural features formed during crystal growth. These inclusions can sometimes prove that a gem is natural rather than synthetic. However, the fewer visible inclusions a sapphire has, the more valuable it becomes. Then there's the cut. A skilled gem cutter carefully shapes the sapphire to maximize its brilliance and color. Poor cutting can make even a beautiful stone appear lifeless, while expert cutting can transform a gem into something breathtaking. Finally, carat weight affects price dramatically. Large sapphires are extremely rare, while small sapphires may be common. Finding a high-quality sapphire above 5 carats becomes increasingly difficult. Once stones reach 10 or 20 carats with excellent color and clarity, their value skyrockets. That's why a $1 million sapphire collection may contain just a handful of stones, each one exceptional. Some of the most valuable sapphires in the world come from legendary mining regions. Sri Lanka, often called the Island of Gems, has produced sapphires for over 2,000 years. Many famous sapphires, including stones owned by royalty, originated from this region. Sri Lankan sapphires are known for their bright colors and exceptional clarity. Another famous source is Kashmir, a region famous for producing what many experts consider the most beautiful blue sapphires ever discovered. These sapphires have a velvety, almost glowing blue color that collectors describe as magical. However, Kashmir sapphire mines were exhausted more than a century ago, making these gems extremely rare today. When one appears at auction, it can sell for astonishing prices. Myanmar, Madagascar, Thailand, and Australia are also major sources of sapphires, each producing stones with slightly different characteristics and colors. But there's another type of sapphire that collectors find especially fascinating. The star sapphire. Under the right conditions, tiny needle-like inclusions form inside the sapphire crystal. When the stone is cut into a smooth dome shape and light hits it, these inclusions reflect light in a way that creates a glowing star pattern across the surface. As the gem moves, the star seems to glide across the stone like magic. Fine star sapphires can be extremely valuable, especially if the star is sharp, centered, and clearly visible. Some historic star sapphires weigh hundreds of carats and are displayed in museums around the world. But what truly drives the value of sapphires is rarity. Unlike diamonds, which are mined in massive quantities worldwide, high-quality sapphires are relatively scarce. Sapphires can be worn daily without worrying about scratches or damage. This makes them perfect for engagement rings and heirloom jewelry. In fact, sapphires gained global attention when a famous royal engagement ring featuring a deep blue sapphire captured the world's imagination. Since then, sapphire engagement rings have become a symbol of elegance and individuality. But collectors aren't just interested in blue sapphires anymore. Today, fancy-colored sapphires are becoming incredibly popular. Pink, yellow, purple, and teal sapphires are appearing in modern jewelry designs, giving collectors new ways to express personality through gemstones. Some jewelry designers even create entire rainbow sapphire pieces using carefully matched stones of different colors. When you see a collection of sapphires worth $1 million, it's not just about wealth, it's about the incredible journey of these gemstones. Each sapphire formed deep underground under intense heat and pressure millions of years ago. Over time, geological forces pushed these crystals closer to the surface, where rivers and erosion eventually revealed them. Miners then carefully search for these hidden treasures, sometimes sifting through tons of gravel just to find a single gem. After mining, the rough sapphire travels through the hands of expert cutters who reveal the stone's true beauty. Finally, the gem reaches collectors, jewelers, or museums where it can be admired for generations. So when you look at a sapphire, you're not just seeing a gemstone. You're seeing millions of years of Earth's history captured in a tiny crystal. And that's what makes sapphire so captivating. $1 million in sapphires isn't just a display of luxury. It's a celebration of nature's artistry, a spectrum of colors created deep within our planet, shaped by time, and treasured by people around the world. From the legendary blue sapphires of Kashmir to the rare sunset tones of Padparadscha, these gemstones prove that sometimes the most extraordinary treasures on Earth come in the smallest packages. And the next time you see a sapphire sparkle in the light, remember that little gem might just be one of the most colorful and valuable natural wonders our planet has ever created.